We'll start first with Sean Coleman.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Obviously, a bit of a struggle in the first half when it came to the offense, but in that third quarter, a 41, I believe, to 8 run, in less than a quarter between the third and the fourth quarter. Just really good to see the defense getting the stops that it needed and the offense coming to life when it needed to get the win.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our defense was consistent all night for 4 quarters. Our guys had great effort, great energy, great attention to detail. We made just one minor adjustment at halftime. I thought that was executed very well. And then we just talked about just, maintaining our spirit and our energy, there in the second half, not getting deflated. I thought we had tons of great looks in the first half, wide open threes, finishes in the paint, all shots that we normally finish. And, for 48 minutes, outside of that third quarter, it was a challenge, obviously scoring, but I thought we played the right way on offense. We still ended up with 29 fast break points. We had 25 assists, so the ball was moving. We were finding the open guy and getting open looks, and they just weren't falling at the rate, that you would expect or hope for. But the fact that our guys maintained their energy and had great defensive focus, that allowed us to get the big victory tonight.
Drew Hill.
Yeah, Taylor, you mentioned the one adjustment at halftime. Can you give us a little more there about, what you guys did that kind of turned it around?
Yeah, I mean, we just addressed a couple things in pick and roll, how to manage their pick and rolls a little bit differently. I'll go as far as that. We play these guys tomorrow.
Terry Davis.
How you doing, Coach?
Good, Terry. How are you today?
Hey, Coach, what was it something they were doing in the first half to start for you offensively, or you just were missing open looks and you made the adjustment in the second half?
Honestly, just missing open looks. I mean, we charted, we went back. We had tons of wide open shots at the rim, in the paint, wide open threes. We had great looks. They just weren't falling. And you could feel the energy kind of getting sucked out a little bit. But we just addressed it at halftime. We showed them the clips and said, here's a pace that we got to, replicate, get more of that through our defensive activity, and offensively keep taking these looks. We're getting wide open looks, and the guys stayed the course for 48 minutes. And I'm glad that they were able to break through and have a really good third quarter there.
Evan Barnes.
Taylor, the stats won't show it for Ja, but just obviously the dunk, how much did that kind of fire you guys up? And how much did his play in the third quarter? I saw him bend over a little bit on the free throw. How much did his energy kind of help push you guys a little bit forward just with his overall play?
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot out of us. Our guys are battling, they're fighting, and to make that run, it definitely took a lot of energy, because I thought, as I said, for 48 minutes, we were giving a lot of great juice on the defensive end. So trying to find that balance of getting the great defensive activity and getting out running on offense, it takes a little out of you. But I thought, even despite him not scoring, at a high rate like he's used to recently, I thought he managed the game really well, moved the ball around. I know he only had 6 assists, but could have had even more. With a great ball movement and good defensive activity. So all of our guys, you can look up and down and be like, hey, we can play better offense, so we definitely will, but we played the right way on both sides of the floor, and that's what able to get us the victory.
Kelsey Wright Johnson.
Hey, Coach, I know it's early to look ahead at tomorrow already, but if you look at tomorrow's game against this same team, obviously a different arena, is there anything that you want to have changed in the first half of tomorrow's game?
No, I mean, I thought we had great defensive edge and just keep playing the right way on offense. We'll go back and watch the film and find ways where we can get better. I thought the adjustments in the second half, as minor as they were, were good for us. But the biggest thing is I thought offensively we played really well. Just the shots didn't fall, so don't change anything. And we'll see if anything else stands out.
Adam Tyke.
Hey, Coach, one more on the third quarter. We've seen time and time again that this team is really able to turn things around effectively in third quarters. Is that something that you sort of consider a strength of the team, or is that just more a product of how the games sort of naturally unfold?
I think it's a credit to our group. I've said it a number of times, depending on whatever happens in the first half, good basketball or, struggling basketball, or we're up or down, it doesn't matter. Our guys are able to just kind of take a moment there, regroup physically, mentally, talk about the things that we need to reemphasize or new things we got to emphasize, and go out and they execute it usually, pretty well and consistently all season long. So I think it's a product of our guys really embracing that time to recollect and get better for the last 24 minutes of the game.
Christos.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win. How important for you was to bounce back, and the way that you make it tonight with all those energy and defensive effort, and how proud you are about the 75 points on defense?
Yeah, no, very proud. Obviously, our defense hasn't, been extremely great, especially the last 2 games. I think we've given great effort even before those last 2 games, the last 2 not up to our standard. But our guys, you know, they regrouped, you know, took advantage of yesterday and this morning, and came out with great intensity. I know our offense, you know, the productivity wasn't there, but as I said, I thought the energy was there. You know, especially defensively, definitely proud. It's hard to hold a team to 75 points. You know, I got to go out with the same focus and energy against the same ball club tomorrow. It's going to be a different challenge and a different opportunity for us to get better.
Megan Triplett.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Something I wanted to ask you about is Tim Frazier. Since you guys re-signed him for the rest of the season, in these last couple of games, we've seen him be very vocal on the bench and talking to the guys and standing up, cheering them on. What have you seen from Tim Frazier and what he brings to this group?
Yeah, I mean, he brings a lot of you know, a lot of great qualities. You know, great leadership. He's got a lot of intangibles. Obviously, when you play with us, you know, early in the season, can help you on the floor. You know, he just embraces his role and his opportunity now to, you know, continue to help this team grow and you know, make this push to the playoffs, and whatever role that is. You know, it's in street clothes, it's in uniform, it's in play groups. You know, it's his voice. You know, he's made a big difference for us, you know, early in the season, and he's definitely seeking those opportunities this year, and really proud of, you know, the impact he's making right now.
Final question, Evan Barnes.
Taylor, with tomorrow being a back-to-back, is it too soon to assume we'll be hearing some news on Jaren as far as his status, as far as, you know, his availability?
Yeah, I mean, JJ will be available tomorrow, and then we'll, you know, figure out the rest of the lineups as we get closer to game time.
Thanks, Coach.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Take care.